Good morning, everyone. It's Caleb. Sorry, it's 7:43 instead of 7:30. Everyone seemed to be driving kind of slow. Wanted to jump in to this live video and walk you guys through the different options you have for your website. I know we talked about search engine optimization a little bit in the group, and from that discussion, a lot of people had a lot of questions about what exactly is SEO, and kind of how do I get ranked, and what's the process for that. So wanted to initially walk you through kind of a couple of tools that you can use for SEO, and then kind of walk you through the different rankings and maybe how to get your website a little bit more visible. So the first tool that we recommend is it's called Google Search Console. What this does is it works with Google. It's actually Google, and they index your site, and so they make sure that your website is being found by their software, along with making sure that they find every single page. So I'm going to show you my website right now. As you can see right now, we have kind of shows you your performance, your coverage, kind of gives you some enhancements on mobile visibility and usability, different types of things like that. So what I highly recommend you doing is to check out Google Search Console, sign up, make an account with either your brokerage account or your personal email address, do everything that you need to do. They'll ask you to verify your site address. One of the most important things that a lot of people, when they do get on Google Search Console, is they forget to put their sitemap in. So your sitemap is basically what you consider your map of your website. They'll discover all your URLs. They'll make sure that they read them every day and make sure they go through and actually catch all your URLs that you have. The thing you can do here is typically it's sitemap.xml, but you can double check with your provider to make sure that that's your actual sitemap. As soon as you submit it, it'll come up with a success. It'll find you all of your URLs, show you that they're all valid, and if there's any that have been excluded, such as if you're hiding anything on your website from the public, along with any warnings that you have from Google. So not only does this work with, not only is this Google, but it makes sure that your website can actually be found on the internet, along with kind of that keyword optimization that we've talked about. So that's your first step, is to go onto Google Search Console, create an account, add your website. They'll kind of walk you through the entire process, how it works. Then they'll show you your performance, how things are looking on your website, the total impressions. So you can see for the last 3 months, the total clicks, all this data that is pretty essential for the way that you move with search engine optimization. The second tool that I highly recommend that you get, and it interacts with Google Search Console, is Google Analytics. You can literally type it in Google, and it'll pop up with this. You can create an account, like I said, with try to create it with the same account that you have your Google Search Console with. So what we can do is we can come up here, and I already have an account, so that makes it a lot easier. We can look at the website data. So they will give you a code for your Google Analytics profile that you'll probably have to insert on your website. And if you need help on that, let us know and we can help you figure that out. But as you can see, it's a little bit more robust in the Google Search Console. This kind of gives you a better breakdown of the people that are visiting your site. You'll hear a lot bounce rate. So that's the amount of people that jump on your page, look at one page, and then jump off and don't actually look at any more pages, which can be factored into your SEO. Another important thing to see from here is you can actually see real-time data. And so if you run a Facebook campaign or a Google campaign and you're interested in seeing who's visiting your site, where they're from, if they're actually coming from Facebook, this is a valuable resource to use and utilize when you're running those ads, to see if you're actually targeting the correct people and where those people are actually coming from. Another thing that you can use is this audience feature. Really gives you a breakdown of the amount of people that you have. You can add segments such as how many people when they bounced, what they did. If you have an e-commerce website, kind of the way that they purchase, or when they get to their cart, do they leave. Obviously, you guys don't have e-commerce, and so it'll be a little bit different than that for real estate. But it's still a great resource for you to look into your users in your sessions and see how many people are actually staying on your page, how long they're staying. Not only that, but you can look at the behavior on your page, how they walk through your page, the different pages that they stop on, the different things that they interact with your page. So not only is Google Search Console a valuable resource, but it's also a great way to interact with Google Analytics to work together to not only find the ways that Google is looking at your website, but then also looking at how Google Analytics works with Google Search Console and kind of gives you a little bit better data set for your website. The third tip I have is to use a tool called Ubersuggest. So if you guys want to go more of a free version, a super big marketer, Neil Patel, has put together this tool, and you can look up any single website. You can look up a certain keyword, and what it does is it indexes your website or that keyword and gives you personalized recommendations based on your search optimization. So you can see we're looking at 233 organic keywords, expected to get about 10 visitors a month from that organic traffic. We have our domain score along with some backlinks. And what it does is it really breaks down kind of your top SEO pages, estimated visits, your SEO keywords, so the way that you target people with your keywords. But not only that, but it really gives you a good estimate onto how people will actually like your site, if there's any things that you can optimize on there, and it kind of gives you a breakdown of where your positioning is on Google for those certain keywords. Like I said, not only can you do the website audit, you can also do certain keywords. So you can look up homes for sale in Edmond, Oklahoma. When you search this, you can see the amount of search volume, how difficult it is for SEO, which, 18 out of, I believe this number is out of 100. So you've got a lot of room there for SEO, along with a 37% paid difficulty out of 100. So homes for sale in Edmond, Oklahoma is a great keyword to utilize with a pretty high search volume and low SEO difficulty and paid difficulty. This might be a gold mine for anyone looking to do some advertising. You can also see that there are related keyword ideas. So if you're looking for some inspiration on if you're running a Google ad or looking to increase your SEO and need to add people on there or need to add keywords on there, it's a great tool to learn how to utilize keywords personally for your business. The last tool that I recommend, not only Google Search Console, not only Google Analytics or Ubersuggest, but a tool called Moz.com. Moz.com is paid for, and so I believe it's about $129 a month, so it's a little bit more expensive than your typical SEO tools, but it allows for you to have a lot more introspective into your website. What you can do with Moz is it basically breaks down the entire method of SEO and kind of rates your website on a scale from 1 to 10, 1 to 100, and really gives you some really valuable information based on how your website is performing against others. So I have a free version right now, so I can't get full into what exactly it does, but it really gives you a good way for you to see the keywords that you're ranking for, the links to your site, the backlink, so what websites are actually linking to your website and referring customers to your page. There's a lot of different keyword research tools. You can actually do rank checkers, so you can track your rank across a month, across 3 years. So it really gives you a lot of valuable data, not only with Google Search Console and Google Analytics, but it really breaks down the nitty-gritty and even has suggestions based on how you can improve your site from an SEO standpoint. So not to intimidate you or anything like that, but to give you an idea of what SEO really is, I'm going to give you the guidelines for SEO. So basically, there are over 150 different pieces of the algorithm that Google has to walk you through how Google ranks. The most important part of SEO is these three different things. So you have your entire hierarchy of SEO needs, but at the very bottom, the most important thing is crawl accessibility. And so this means that Google, Yahoo, Bing, they all need to be able to reach your content. They all need to be able to index it, as they call it, or basically go through your website and make sure that to see what the content actually is on your website. So you want to make sure that not only is it important, relevant content, but you want to make sure that it's actually compelling content. So the way Google and all these other search engines make money is they have to recommend websites that are actually going to solve problems. So if somebody types in homes for sale in Edmond, and it's a home and garden store, and they're advertising for, you know, home and garden type equipment, but they're actually not homes in Edmond, Oklahoma, the people are probably going to jump on that page. They're going to look maybe around, maybe catch the eye of a couple people, but a majority of people are going to jump off and then go back to their searching. And so that search didn't really provide a answer or solution to what they were looking for. So while Google is big and, you know, people go to Google all the time, that might encourage people to look into other methods of search engines or find better ways to search those types of things. And so the less money that Google makes, the less they're happy. And so they want to make sure that they're actually providing relevant content to these types of people. The third part of the most important kind of the baseline groundwork of SEO is to make sure that you're keyword optimized to attract searchers and engines. And so what this means is making sure that you have in your content homes for sale in Edmond, Oklahoma, or making sure that you have mortgage calculators, or making sure that you have tools for people, resources, PDFs, that people can actually log into your website or look at it and say, hey, they provide a lot of resources and they provide a lot of help towards this type of search that I'm looking for. And it's kind of giving you a good method to build your content around. So these are a couple tools that you can utilize in your real estate business to help you kind of master SEO. It's a lot more in depth than just that, but it gives you kind of a good starting point to kind of getting the SEO better on your website, making sure that you're not spending a ton of money having someone optimize it for no reason. You want to make sure that you're actually leading with revenue and kind of getting that built up in your base. And so if you have any questions about SEO or the tools that we use or just anything that we've discussed in this video, let us know. Feel free to shoot us a message. Feel free to comment on this video and we'll get back to you. You can also send us an email, caleb@searoachconsulting.com, or shoot us a text or a call at 580-231-2295. I hope this helps you guys out a little bit more with kind of a good broad spectrum of SEO and how it works. Like I said, if you have any questions, drop them below in the comments, and I'll look forward to talking to you guys next week.